Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling a new project. We are focusing on transplanting our strawberries from this raised garden bed to little pots. I am going to be showing you all the steps that I am taking to get through this process. So let's get started. We are going to be taking out at least 20 little plantings of strawberries and hopefully figure out what is the best way of growing strawberry plants. And so if you guys have any tips for me or any suggestions, I would love to hear from you. But in the meantime, we're just going to be taking a lot of these out, kind of thinning them back way far back and seeing what we end up with. So this raised garden bed started with just 2 strawberries, and as you can see, it has pretty much taken up the entire raised garden bed. And I even have strawberries coming out the side. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just ridiculous. And for this project, I am using 1/2 gallon and 1 gallon containers. I am using raised bed potting mix, garden tone, earthworm castings, and mushroom compost. And again, I am using about half raised garden bed soil and half compost. And then I've added in some garden tone fertilizer along with some earthworm castings just to help to give these little guys a boost and help them to do well in these little pots until we are ready to place them somewhere else. So now our pots are ready to go, and we're going to be using this more pointed spade. I'm going to be digging around each plant, and then we're just going to do the best we can to keep all the roots intact for each little planting, and then we'll be placing them here in our prepared pots. And then I'll probably top each one off with a little bit of grow mulch. That'll be just a nice way to kind of retain that moisture and help to keep these plants healthy while I figure out what I want to do with them. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start in here, kind of towards the end of our strawberry plant growing path here. I can kind of trace back the new growth to where it has recently planted itself. So in some cases, I might have to, I forgot to bring my scissors, but you have to trim off. It has little legs that it'll use to climb. And so you kind of want to trim those off. They all have to start from somewhere, but we're just going to get around it like so. This might be yep, this is where it came from. So kind of have to get that away from it. All right, so that's one. were able to transplant all of the strawberries that I had intended on doing, and so it actually was a lot of fun, and we even found a worm, so it was pretty cool. I always like finding worms. My kids love it, and they'll come running over and they just get all excited about it. Alright guys, well that does it for today's video. We were able to get all our strawberries transplanted up into these little pots, and I'm super excited about this next project. So I'm not quite sure yet what we're going to do with these, but if you have any ideas of the best way to grow strawberries, feel free to drop me a line in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And as always, if you like this content, feel free to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe for future updates. I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Bye! The roots intact as possible, and we'll be putting them into our newly ready pots. I can't say pots. What am I trying to say here? Our newly prepared pots. There you have it. Okay.